Thank you, Mr. President. How will you send the National Guard into Chicago without the cooperation of the governor and the mayor?
Well, if they do cooperate, that's good. If they don't, it's not going to matter to us at all. You know who wants to help us? Police department. They have no respect for the governor. They have no respect for the mayor. They respect us. And we found that in Washington. You know, we haven't had total support in Washington from government, as you know, from everybody. I don't want to say the mayor because she was better than most, but we haven't had great, but we have had great support from the Metropolitan Police. They're like brothers of these people. They're really like brothers. You see that. They work together. And so if the governor wants to support, as I said to Bill, it's going to be his proudest moment, what he's going to do, the governor of Tennessee, what's going to happen with Memphis. In 3-4 weeks, we'll stand together and we'll say, look at this. The crime has almost disappeared, maybe completely disappeared. In Washington, they don't even know how to record it because it's down so much. You know, they've never heard. I heard 87% is down. I said, really? Who are the 13%? Because it's more than that. It's actually more. Hard to believe, right? You're going to have the same results in Chicago. And we hope we have the governor's help, but if we don't, we're doing it without him.
And Mr. President.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we need to talk about something that's been brewing for a long time: lawlessness in our cities, specifically Chicago. And we just heard from the president himself about sending in the National Guard with or without the approval of liberal politicians who keep failing their own people. Now let me tell you something, folks. Chicago has been plagued for decades. Every weekend you turn on the news and it's tragedy after tragedy. Innocent lives lost, communities destroyed, families torn apart. And what have the so-called leaders, the mayor, the governor, done about it? Nothing but pander, pass the blame, and double down on soft-on-crime policies that embolden criminals. The president said it clearly. The police respect him, not the governor, not the mayor. And you know why? Because our men and women in blue know who has their back. They've been abandoned by these radical left leaders who would rather play politics than protect their people. The cops on the ground, the real warriors, the ones putting their lives on the line every day, they know the truth. They know that when federal support comes in, crime drops. Take Washington, D.C., for example. He mentioned crime down 87%. Think about that. 87%. That's unheard of. And yet the media won't talk about it, the bureaucrats won't celebrate it, because it doesn't fit their narrative. They don't want to admit that strong leadership, law and order, and support for our police actually works. Now here's my opinion. As a patriot who loves this country, if the mayor of Chicago or the governor of Illinois won't cooperate, then get out of the way. We cannot let political egos and woke ideology stand in the way of saving American lives. These leaders swore an oath to protect their citizens, and they're failing, period. If they can't do it, then the federal government has every right and duty to step in. This isn't about politics. This isn't about red versus blue states. This is about safety. This is about families being able to walk to church on Sunday without fear. Kids being able to play outside without worrying about gunfire. Law-abiding Americans having the same freedoms and security that they're guaranteed under the Constitution. And yet, every single time someone tries to restore law and order, what happens? The radical left and their corrupt media allies scream authoritarianism, fascism, or dictator. They twist it into some kind of attack on democracy. Give me a break. You know what's an attack on democracy? Allowing cities to become war zones, allowing criminals to rule the streets, allowing good Americans to suffer while politicians sit comfortably in their taxpayer-funded offices. Enough is enough. If we need the National Guard in Chicago, then send them in. If we need to bypass weak governors who refuse to act, then do it. Because in the end, law and order is not optional. It's the foundation of a free society. Without it, we have chaos. Without it, the American dream collapses. And let me tell you, folks, patriots like you and me, we're not going to stand by and watch our great cities rot while political games destroy lives. We demand accountability. We demand safety. We demand leadership that puts Americans first. So I say this: God bless our police officers, God bless the National Guard, and God bless a president who actually has the backbone to do what's necessary even when it's unpopular with the radical elites. Because at the end of the day, protecting the American people should always come first. If you agree with me, hit that like button, share this video with every patriot you know, and let's send a message loud and clear. We stand for law and order. We stand with our police, and we will not let our cities fall. Chaos. This is about saving lives, protecting freedom, and defending the greatest nation on earth. Stay strong, stay patriotic, and as always, God bless the United States of America.